Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to 30 Days of Core, a journey into fire. This is day 21. We're going to work on the strength and the flexibility for a deep yogi squat for the posture called Malasana. Let's get started. Finding a good squat position will give you both strength and flexibility in your hip joints. Super important for just long-term health of the body. And once you deepen your squat, it'll also deepen your forward bends and any hip flexion related movements. So let's get started in a very gentle manner. If you come over onto your hands and knees, and let's open the feet and the knees to hips width apart, and just start off in your hands and knees plank. In order to get a good squat, you're going to need to be comfortable in kind of like a really deep child's pose. So if child's pose is difficult for you, then squatting is also going to be difficult. So staying on the hands and knees for a moment, I want you to feel your hips, then bring your feet together. We'll open the knees. I want you to sink your butt back onto the feet. Then grab a yoga block, or if you don't have a block, you can grab a pillow or a bolster, and then exhale, just drop down. So let's use a few breaths here to just let your hip flexion and your back muscles release. Sometimes opening the knees a little wider than the chest will actually give you the space for the squat. Take a moment to relax your mind. Take a moment to relax your body. Take a moment to deepen your breath. And notice any points of restriction, any points of tightness that seem to appear in your body. Recognizing that those same points of tightness will come up when we start to work our squat position. And let's try to stay for about 2 more breaths here. Really just relax and release your body. One more long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Very good. Let's inhale and lift the head up. Walk it gently up. You're going to draw your knees a little bit in. Remove the block. And then explore knees together and see how comfortable the child's pose feels for you. Dropping your hands by your feet. Exhale, child's pose. So some variations of child's pose will be to keep the hips a little bit elevated or just to experience where you are. And the knees together is a deeper hip flexion, helps your back muscles release even more. We'll stay about 3 more breaths here. Start to connect into your breath and your pelvic floor. Feel your mind, your body, everything just release and open for a moment. Almost there. One more. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. That's good. Open your eyes. Inhale, let's lift the head up. Walk your hands forward. Let's open the knees, keeping the feet together. And exhale down to puppy pose. Hands close together helps open the shoulders. 5 deep breaths. 1, 2. Just gently move your hips a little bit so you can really find a sense of elongation and release through the spine. 3, 4, and 5. Let's lift the head up, walk your hands back. All right, stabilize your shoulders. We're going to come on up to downward facing dog. So curl your toes under, make sure the knees track in line with the hips. Feel your pelvic floor, give a little push from the shoulders and inhale up to downward facing dog. 1, deep breaths. You need to bend the knees and then straighten the legs. It's all good. 2, steady breaths. 3, 4, almost there. 5. All right, that's good. Now, Walk your feet forward about half the distance towards your hands. Let's grab both yoga blocks and sit them behind you. And then exhale, you're gonna squat down on the blocks. And then exhale, you're gonna squat down on the blocks. All right, get comfortable here. So this should be a relatively friendly version of a squat position. Hands come into prayer, and then exhale, just gently lean a little bit forward. We'll hold this for 5 breaths. 1, deep breathing. 2, 3. How you feeling? I want you to explore your flexibility now. Are you ready? Drop your chest down and see if your hands and your head can just drape down. 4 and 5. Let's inhale, lift the head up, hands back to prayer. Now let's practice coming up and down off the blocks. Take your hands forward and inhale, rise a little bit up. Exhale, back to the blocks. 3 more. Inhale, up and forward. Exhale, sit it down. You can feel the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put it down. 1 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Hands in prayer. Shake it out for a moment and give me a big lean forward. That's good, just like that. Relax your neck. And then inhale, come up. Shake it out for a moment. How was that? Not too bad on the blocks, huh? We're gonna add in a little challenge. Now, when you come up, all the way up to standing. From standing, back to the squat, back to the blocks. You're really gonna pivot through the hip joints. So take your arms forward. Inhale, come forward and all the way up. Exhale, back to the squat, find the blocks, go back down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, draw the navel in, all the way down. Last one. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Hands in prayer. And a big lean forward. Shake it out for a moment. You can lean from side to side. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Check in with yourself, how you feeling? If that was difficult and you feel like life is a little difficult, then you're gonna keep your 2 blocks in place. But if you wanna reach under, move 1 block over to the side and return yourself down. Go ahead and try that. So you can return yourself down to 1 block and explore the squat position here. It's a little harder, all right? So we'll start off in the same way. Pivot forward, and there's already more hip flexion. This is a little bit more like the depth of flexibility that you would need if you were to do it without the block. So let's explore. Pivot a little bit forward with your chest, hands down, head down. Lean forward. You could even pick yourself up off the block if that feels right for you. Stay for another breath. Almost there, and then exhale, come on down. Just like we did before, your arms forward. Inhale, a little up. Exhale, down. Fire up your legs. Draw your navel in. Inhale, a little up. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, a little up. Exhale, down. Good job. You ready to go all the way up? Let's try. Inhale, all the way up. It's going to be a little scary to go down, but I believe in you. Exhale, right here. You're like, where's the block? Where's the block? There it is. Okay? Inhale, come up. Exhale, pivot through the hip joints. Go down to the block. We got 2 more. Inhale, pivot forward, all the way up. Exhale, pivot back through the hip joints. Inhale, pivot through the hip joints. Come up, pivot through the hip joints. Go down, last one. Through the hip joints. Come up. Exhale, through the hip joints. Go down, back to hands in prayer. Let's add in a little twist. I want you to lean your right shoulder down. Stay for a moment. Pick it up. Lean your left shoulder down. Inhale, pick it up. Now, you want to try without the block? We can try without the block. Reach under. Now, come to a squat. All right, check out your squat. Life is happy in your squat. Open through the hip joints. We're gonna try to hip rolls. Roll back through your hip joints. Okay, so now you're seated fully on the floor. It feels like you're stuck here, but I want you to try anyway. If you can't get off the ground, you're gonna use your fingers to help you, but I want you to try first with just the hands. Suck your navel in and inhale. come up. 3 more. Exhale, roll through the hip joints, go down. Roll through the hip joints, come up. Tuck your tailbone, fold the ribs in, go down. Tuck your tailbone, ribs in, come up. Tuck your tailbone, ribs in, go down. 1 more. Tuck your tailbone, come up. Tuck your tailbone, go down. Baddha Konasana, just to rest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. You're ready to come all the way up to standing from our full squat. Remember, if it's too difficult for you and you're feeling like this is too much of a challenge, go back to your blocks. Fold the knees up, draw the navel in. So we're gonna roll forward and then all the way up to standing. All right, here we go. Find your squat, inhale through your squat, all the way up. Exhale through the squat, all the way down. Through your squat and all the way up. Through your squat and all the way down. Through your squat and all the way up. Through your squat and all the way down. 1 more. Through your squat, all the way up. Through your squat and all the way down. Back to Baddha Konasana. Lift your chest. Deep breath in. That's hard work for the legs and your core. Don't worry if it was really hard. It's supposed to be hard. Stay here for a moment. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Fold your legs underneath you and chaturanga. Upward facing. Deep breath. Downward facing. And exhale, knees together. Child's pose, rest. Feel your breath, your body, your mind, and let everything relax. Then inhale, let's come on back up to seated. Working the legs is a crucial part of integrating core strength with the activation in your abdomen. We can sometimes think of the core as only your abdominal muscles, but working on an activated squat through Malasana can really help you integrate the entire body into the concept of what core strength really means. So I hope you enjoyed both this core strengthening aspect and also the dynamic flexibility that comes into the hip joints. You might be a little sore in your legs tomorrow, but that's all right. Step into the fire and I'll see you on the mat tomorrow.